Welcome to the No Name Nonsense Podcast. Today we're going to talk about a hotly contested subject, which is how do you keep your man and your woman from cheating? Now, for me, I have certain techniques that I use, but I want to hear from my crew first before I give out my secrets. So we talk about? No, we're going to start for the gentleman because I'm going to let the lady, finish up. She's going to sweep up home. So as a gentleman, as a man, how do you keep your woman from being out here in these streets?
All right, you know what I'm saying? I can't control what others do. You know what I'm saying? I can only do my part, and you know what I'm saying?
Don't want to control the body. I understand that.
Yeah. Put forth my effort and do what I can. You know what I'm saying? You know the saying, happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You allow them to feel that they're in control at all times. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're, misleading and, you know what I'm saying? you just got to kind of know how to, get in where you fit in and work it out. You know what I'm saying? Then you can just give a heavy dose, what the doctor ordered, that dope dick. You know what I'm saying? Just keep her feeling for more. You know what I'm saying? That one there probably, does it every time.
Hold on, so what if the dope dick don't work? Do you have other alternative strategies, or it's just you out of luck?
Dope tongue.
Oh, okay. I figured the woman would answer.
You know what I'm saying? Dope tongue, dope dick. Whatever the case may be, a little bit of both. You got to know how to interchange.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Spice it up.
And spice it up, you know what I'm saying? And work out that schedule and, keep her feeling for more. You know what I'm saying? After that, you know what I'm saying? To each his own. Like, you can't control what they do. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, a cheater gonna be a cheat.
Yeah.
A cheater gonna cheat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
But if they have a history,
don't be surprised.
You
don't
can't be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
As a resident cheater, I agree. Not always a cheater. You can reform.
Yeah,
you can change yourself.
Yeah.
You can evolve. You can do it. My secret is pretty much what you said, but to the degree of like, men do some shit. Like a lot of men that get cheated on, you don't do some shit. You don't check on your woman's mental health. You don't check on how she's feeling in her emotions. But on top of that, once in a while, I'll clean a fucking dish. Once in a while, I'll do some fucking goddamn laundry. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of the reasons men and women, I feel like why women cheat is because you're either not getting emotional support, household support, or financial support. If you don't have, it's going to be very hard to find a guy that gets all three. But if you get one, you got all three, probably you're not going to cheat. But if you're lacking on one of them, you got to be extra strong in the rest of them.
Correct.
Like, you got to make sure that, like, again, you got to be laying that dick down, or you got to make sure that them clothes is always fucking folded. like, something got to pop. Like, you can't be, like, a one-trick pony, and you got the dope dick in it. That will work for a very long time until she get around her homegirls and realize this motherfucker don't do shit, and he ain't shit.
Yeah, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't have 1 out of 3. You know what I'm saying? You can't be batting, 300. You got to bat like 66.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? 600.
Right.
You got to be batting 600. 2 out of 3 at best. You know what I'm saying? 1 out of 3, you on the fence, bro.
Right.
You might want to start, you know what I'm saying, checking the phone, checking the social media. You know what I'm saying? I'm real tough.
I was trying to look. I'm trying to order pizza. What's your password again?
Yeah.
You got the app. I don't.
I'm just saying.
My phone dead.
I'm just saying, dog. Like, real talk.
And then as a man, what stops me from cheating as a reformed cheater is that sometimes you have to realize in life that it's cheaper to keep her, but things are better and the grass is not always greener. Mm-hmm. Like, you may got your issues with your woman, but does she keep you good? Does she cook for you? Does she clean? Does she take care of your kids? Does she keep you in good moments? And are you happy? If you're not happy, not like momentarily not happy, but if you're just always not happy and you're always miserable, find out if it's you or if it's her. Because a lot of times people aren't happy themselves and they take it out on their spouse, and then it leads to further problems, and then that's when you out here in the streets looking for something that makes you happy. And even when you get it, it's just like throwing it into a void. Yeah. It doesn't fill you up, but for the second it makes you feel good, and then you look at it.
You lost your wife, your kids.
Now you're looking shot out and looking at child support payments, and you're mad at the judge, and all you had to do was just find some inner peace within yourself. But as a man, like, you gotta be able to understand that some shit you just gonna have to let slide. What's the big shit? The big shit's usually the money, being fiscally responsible, the kids, or the kids being taken care of. And sometimes the big shit is literally like, if you got pleasures and needs, you need to do it. But don't flip up the script though. If she wasn't into chicks before she got with you, don't be like, oh, we need to spice it up because it's the 10th anniversary. Like, and then you mad that she ain't with chicks no more. Like she ain't never been with you. Like, if she went with that from the get-go,
chances are she ain't gonna be.
You gotta take that L. So just keep those expectations. But I guess everybody wants to hear the woman in the room because that's when it gets real dope out here, you know. Okay. So first, I guess, have you ever been cheated on?
I have not.
Okay. Knowledge.
I have not, but that doesn't mean anything because, like you said, if somebody's gonna cheat, you can't do all. There's not a perfect formula to make them not do it.
Right.
But first and foremost, I do think a lot of women struggle with this, where they're not as sexually, you know, into having a lot of sex, and I do think women need to realize, like, you need to look at your spouse in moments like that. That's a job as well. And you need to figure out the things that you need to get turned on to make sure that you're fulfilling that part for him. Now, does that mean that it's your responsibility and maybe they should be doing nice things? Yes, of course. But at the same time, if you're not having sex with them, why are you shocked that they're looking elsewhere for that? That's number one. And I've, you know, I think it's an important part. Sex is an important part of a relationship, period. It is. Right. And women need to realize that as well.
Yeah.
If you want the emotional stuff, you got to give them the stuff that their love language feeds into.
Oh, for sure.
And everyone is different, but I will say the number one reason that I have had friends who've gotten cheated on, and once I answered their, you know, got into their story and figured it all out.
Got the survey.
You know, got their side and kind of like paid attention to the male side as well. In my opinion, it is really, really important for women to allow their spouse to feel and be a man. And I think so many women, especially the longer you're with someone, you unintentionally, demasculate a man.
Yeah.
And you're saying little things that are kind of talking down to them, or you're not making them feel like they're the head of the household. And for me, what I have noticed is that is a number one reason why men will go elsewhere to get those women that are kind of daunting on them because it's new and they're excited. But I do think a lot of women tend to do that to their men, and a man wants to feel like a man. Yeah. That is their role. It's their animal instinct. And if you take that away from them, I do think that is the number one reason why they start looking elsewhere for women that will cater to that missing piece that you're no longer giving them.
No, that's facts. I never thought about that. That's straight up facts on that one.
For real.
I'm out here looking like a sucker.
Yeah.
I go in and watch this with your old punk ass. Like, damn, I was doing it because I figured you would like it. I guess I washed this dish and shut the fuck up. And you meet some chick like, oh, you wash the dishes for her? And she doesn't appreciate it? And you be like, oh, but you do? Yeah, okay. Like, no, that's real talk there. I mean, I don't think there's any much more to say after that. You know, keep you DJ Tunes. You got any questions or anything or thoughts on that or?
I mean, the only other point that I had, or you know, what I'm saying, information was to just pretty much go the Eddie Murphy route. You know, Eddie Murphy Raw. You just gotta be crazy, motherfucking deranged. And
That too.
Like, bitch.
Show up where they at.
Was that Eddie or was that Martin?
If you ever.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, no. It wasn't Eddie Murphy. You're right.
That was Martin. Yeah, you so crazy.
Yeah, you so crazy.
Yeah.
You said he showed up in there with the pajamas with the footies on it. Buddy Burke, girl, he love you though.
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah, that's the only
you're right. It is a bit of once in a while you got to remind your woman that like one, you can lay it down, but then two, that you're a little off.
Yeah.
Like you gotta let her know, like, hey, look here, bitch. If you leave me, we both going down.
But jealousy is sexy. A certain amount of jealousy is sexy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's you feel like, oh, my man wants me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm coming.
You're like, man, who was that king talking to you right now? What he better ask you if you needed more water. Like, I can read lips. That motherfucker said more. I'm about to go see him. Like, it's a little bit of like, look here, man. If you think for a second you're gonna step out on me, we gonna have issues.
For sure.
I never thought. I just thought that was just a man, you know, self defense. Like, partner.
Huh?
Like, nah. She good. She got enough water, my man. She got enough water. Like, no, open up. Don't pull out her chair. I got that. Like, you just put the menus down. Just put the menu like. And little you know that dude is like 16. He ain't thinking about your woman at all. But you still flexing on him.
For sure.
Well, all right. Well, again, thank you guys for listening to the No Name Nonsense podcast. Again, we have our playlist under DJ Tunes. and Corny J. We have more of this and some musical hits, but we will back to you with some more foolishness.
Mm-hmm.